Hello and welcome to Stitches and Slapdashery Slowvember Day 18. Take a bath or shower and moisturize well afterwards, then put on PJs. Well, I'm going to enjoy that tonight. It was a long shift at work and I am tired and achy, and I will definitely enjoy that. Unfortunately, that doesn't give me much material for the vlog because you certainly don't want to watch me take a bath. That wouldn't be pretty, would it? So I guess I should just choose another card to give me a second thing to do that I can actually do on camera. Write a poem about fall, a limerick, a haiku. I like the idea of a haiku. I don't think I've ever written one before, and I'm an absolute heathen when it comes to poetry because I don't really appreciate it most of the time. But I'm going to give it a go. What would be nice is to write this poem in my fairy notebook. I think that would be a good excuse to use my notebook. Oh, I'd also like to use these Derwent Inktense pencils again. Well, let's grab them. And maybe pick a page which would be good to draw on, paint on. I wonder how well it would work on top of this green watercoloured paper. All right, I'm going to grab a leaf to give me an idea of a shape to draw. This is one of the leaves that were hanging up on my mini washing line. Just going to do a rough outline. And a rather interesting shape there where it's got some damage. I think I made a bit of a mess of it just there. Yes, it was a long day at work. I thought I had a 6-hour shift, and that's what I was mentally prepared for. And it turns out it was a 7-hour shift. And because I stayed up late last night, I had been to the baby shower, and then I had to get stuff done for the vlog last night, and I ended up staying up till after midnight. I really felt it today. I need a paintbrush and some water and my Inktense pencils. I've written a haiku out on my little notebook over there because I didn't want to try and compose it directly into the notebook. I wonder if I've got something I could weigh my book down with. My iron, maybe. There we are. Oh. There we are, and I am going to put this behind so that the water doesn't soak through. Let's see, I've got a couple of, well, a red and an orange there, and a couple of browns. And maybe I will start with that and then possibly move on to some more unrealistic colours after that. So I think my leaf is going to start out with a red amount of heart. A red heart. That sounds like yarn. So I think what you can also do with this is you can use the wet paintbrush just to take paint off of there and then apply it to the page. One downside to doing it this way is that you can see the pencil marks. I have to remember that you don't necessarily need to use a lot of this stuff. And I've gone and laid it down quite fully. Okay. So if I then go to my, hang on a minute, that looks like fuchsia. That doesn't look like brown. Where's the other brown gone? Ah. Okay, now I'm going to segue to orange. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Then I'm going to go for the baked earth. And then the bark. Colouring with pencils or markers takes me back to relaxing times when I was a kid. I used to love colouring. Now, should I work from the outside in or the inside out? I think I'm going to go from the outside in. Oh, that was a bit too much water, I think. course, this isn't watercolour paper, it's just printer paper. And I just blotted it with some tissue, but I think it's too late. I think it started to spread beyond the line of my leaf. Maybe a bit less water would be a good idea. That's better. Well, that's pretty wet and wrinkly, so we're going to let that dry, but I can still write my poem in because I think I can put it underneath rather than over the top of my painting. So that will be all right. I just love how intense those are. I know they're called Inktense for a reason, but it's just amazing how they turn from just pencil crayons into paints with a bit of water. Ode to a Leaf, that's my haiku. You fell to the earth. Fluttering from tree to ground. There to decompose. So I did my 5 syllables, my 7 syllables, and my 5 syllables. And yeah, I hope it doesn't suck. But there you go. It's done. That was just a very short little project for this evening. But it just goes to show that even when you only have a short amount of time, you can still do something creative. Now I wonder, if I wait for this to dry, maybe I could outline my leaf with this black. I don't know though, I kind of like the soft edges. You can still see the pencil lines, but it's not a hard edge particularly, so I rather like that. I'm going to have to leave that piece of paper in for a bit longer while that all dries out, but that is done. Well, I hope I don't look too haggard tonight. I feel haggard. I usually like to get about 8 or 9 hours of sleep a night, and last night it was more like 6.5. So that wasn't very good. Did you notice I changed my Slowvember lid to black? We're halfway through the month and I realised that the gel pen I had used to write on there was barely visible. So now I've gone over it in black with that pen that you saw just before. I think that's a little bit more sensible, don't you? So you're going to have to take my word for it that I'm going to go upstairs now. I'm going to run a hot bath and I'm going to soak in it and then slather on some moisturiser and get in my pyjamas. And here I am, feeling very, very warm after my hot bath. I have a herbal tea in a mug I've borrowed from my son. He bought this one for himself, even though it says Mama Bear on it. He bought it for himself because it was a nice large mug from the thrift store. So he's out of town tonight, not coming back till tomorrow, so I've stolen his mug. And I really need that. I've got very sore shoulders. It's Monday today and I should have done a workout, but I didn't because I didn't have the time. So I'll be doing it tomorrow morning instead, by which time hopefully my muscles will feel a little less worked out from work. I know why it is. It's because it's Christmas season and I've been lugging massive boxes of Christmas trees around. That's what it is. I was like, why am I feeling so sore today? I was up and down the stairs in the warehouse quite a few times today, getting boxes of Christmas trees down for customers. Okay, I get why I'm feeling so sore now. Duh. I wasn't the only one who felt tired today. Somebody else was like, oh God, I need caffeine. I need caffeine. And yeah, it was like 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's a little late to caffeinate by the time it gets to 6 o'clock in the evening, isn't it? You might give yourself a little boost, but then you might not be able to sleep later. So hopefully tomorrow morning I will have more time to spend with you and do something else that's fun. So I will see you then. Bye for now.